his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now this... He's back on the field. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 45. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts... man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis Wade Stadium. one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to pass. It's right. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Pirates send out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Power football with the run. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the option. Now the pitch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Let's go. Right. Single, single.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's right. Bring in the heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Pirates will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Takes it on the return. He's going to get loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. The option look. Quick toss. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's right. Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Pirates line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, he got loose. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give on the option.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And a great job by the quarterback where he's making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Second down.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's right. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Here's a return from midfield. There he goes. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. Now the toss. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard-hitting tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Okay, ready?
The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive.
On the double. Ringo. Set.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Come on, set.
To the air, it's Wheeler. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
29 Philly.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's the handoff. Got it inside the 15. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
Looking for the end zone. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Running back searching for a hole. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Jenkins. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's right. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Pirates will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got more. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down.
And the East Carolina offense will take
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Rides to back and leaves it. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
On the double.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Cricket. Down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's right. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they